Hey guys, yesterday a few of you folks had asked for a recipe on a drink that I had made called the Old Fashioned, and I made a little promise that I would try to do a little more for you today, and we'll see what we can turn out for you. Today I'm going to make a drink called the Sazerac. What you need to know about this drink, and what a lot of people don't know, is it is the oldest and cocktail in the world, according to most bar historians. The Sazerac was invented in the 1850s in the city of New Orleans. There's a lot of different stories about how it was invented, but the one I like the best is that it was invented by a man who created some bitters called Peychaud's bitters, and he was next to a coffee house called the Sazerac House, and that's where the name came from. There are some other ways that people say the name. They say it came from Sazerac brandy or something like that, but let's get started on this drink for you. Now, most people say the drink is made with some sugar cubes. I'm going to use regular sugar, and that's okay because the drink asks you to muddle the sugar cube and your bitters. I'm going to use a brand of bitters called Copper and Kings. This is out of Louisville, Kentucky. They make their own bitters, and I think they're far superior to the Angostura, which is made in Trinidad. I usually use a couple droppers full of bitters. There you go. There's 3 there. Now the muddle is important because what this does, it starts to break down your sugar a little bit so that it's ready to dissolve more easily in the alcohol. A little muddling, get it stirred up, and then 2.5 ounces. Now the recipe calls for rye, but as a true Kentuckian, we've got a few good ryes, but I'm a very big fan of the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. I think a Sazerac made with this is far superior to a lot of the ryes. 2.5 ounces. This is a drink that'll grow hair on your chest. Don't give it to the little kids. Once that is in there, we're going to go ahead and take our spoon and stir it up a little bit. Add a little bit of ice. And the next step is very important. Take your cocktail glass, and it's called washing it, with your absinthe. Once that coats the glass, I know it seems like a crime, dump it out. Let it sit here. Stir your drink. Now, when you see all these cocktail movies and TV shows and they're shaking that above their head, that's just some idiot that's seen too many spring break movies in Cancun. Drinks are not supposed to be shaken like that of this type. It breaks up the ice rather than cools the drink. When you stir, you're cooling the drink. It's simple as that. Now we strain it into our cocktail glass. I like these up. Some people like them on the rocks. It's a beautiful color. And then this drink calls for a little bit of lemon twist. I like to give a big chunk of peeling. Always twist it over the top. If you see a bartender that just throws it in, they're an idiot. They don't know what they're talking about. A little bit on the edge. Drop it in. And there you go. So there you go. That is the Sazerac cocktail, the oldest cocktail in the world. Try to make one today for your Bourbon and Beshear at 5 o'clock. And we'll try to continue this tomorrow with another bourbon drink, maybe the Manhattan. Thank you.
Woo! Look at it go. That was great.